Hello everybody and welcome to another Vintage Fans and More product spotlight sponsored by Matthews Fan Company's Atlas division. After much anticipation and lead up to its arrival over the past year, I am excited to have the new Alessandra fan here in the studio. This model is a real game changer for the entire Matthews umbrella of product lines and opens Atlas to an even wider segment of the market. These brands are well known and regarded for their immense attention to quality and detail. Matthews comes about as close as you can get to a ceiling fan manufactured in the United States these days. Their team stateside is deeply entwined with many aspects of the design and end production processes, which results in not only an amazing fan at the base level, but also spectacular quality control and product support. These aspects that create a superior core product also tend to correlate with a premium price point. While I love everything about what Matthews does across their product lines and fully stand behind what you get for the price point, they are historically not the most accessible ceiling fan products for everyone. They've always made an effort toward lower price point and entry-level products, but not always at the same level of design execution or versatility as the higher-end products. Enter Alessandra. This fan brings high-style, luxe finishes and customizable options to one of the most competitive price points yet offered, not only in the Matthews product catalog, but also for a product like this industry-wide. You haven't seen a Matthews fan like this before, so let's get into the details. Alessandra offers countless style options that you select to perfectly suit your space. Choose from 3 versatile blade spans, 5 fan body finishes, 6 blade finish options, downrod length to suit any ceiling, and whether or not to add a light kit. Today I'm showing the 56-inch model in matte black with signature Atlas gray ash blades and the light kit installed. Atlas is offering the lighting included with the Alessandra LK, as well as the base Alessandra with no light option, which helps keep everything as cost-effective as possible. More and more I am preferring this type of strategy as a means to reduce the wastefulness of unused components, and especially to keep products most affordable. Strategic moves like this are enabling a new wave of extremely competitive showroom-level products across the industry, products like Alessandra that offer immense style, performance, and quality at mid-range price points never seen before. I don't cover specific pricing on my channel, but that information can be found at any Matthews Atlas retailer or through a quick internet search. Inside the fan is an energy-efficient DC motor. Paired with a 13-degree blade pitch, the 56-inch model achieves high-speed airflow of 7,259 cubic feet per minute. If following the Energy Guide standard of average airflow, the listing is 4,998 cubic feet per minute. Across Alessandra's spectrum of sizes, airflow numbers are very strong and overall quite competitive for the product and price point. For the LK model, color temperature is end-user selectable and offers an expanded CCT range that is becoming more common with many new releases. Choose from a warm 2700 Kelvin all the way up to a very cool 6500 K. Delivered lumens vary from around 1000 to 1200 based on selected temperature, all at a CRI of 90. The entire range is fully dimmable to set any ambiance desired. This wide array of color temperatures allows Alessandra to better integrate with existing light sources and can be easily changed at any time via the control to suit differing functions. Speaking of the control, included is Matthews' next generation handheld remote control, which offers 6 fan speeds, reverse function, and all light kit controls including dimming and CCT select. It's a very concise control, and I appreciate its smaller profile. If you're someone who is always losing remotes, you can mount the cradle for easy locating, or go a step further and opt for the accessory wall mount control. Also included with the LK model is a no-light cap, in case installation needs ever change. Switching between the two is simple, just unplug the LED module and rotate the cap into place, and change back anytime. The fan comes with the shown 10-inch downrod, but other lengths both shorter and longer are available for separate purchase, and all rods are field cuttable to any custom length desired. Alessandra is damp rated for use anywhere indoors or in covered applications outdoors, and its high performance makes it a great choice for either scenario. Across the board, this fan's versatility of design and function excels, making it a singularly unique choice for a wide variety of spaces. I've set the fan to low speed, the light kit is on, and at a dimmed setting. Airflow is pretty solid even at this speed, which can go a bit either way in terms of functionality. Low speed RPM is something I talk about in just about all of my spotlight videos. especially in regards to DC motors, because it's an aspect that I feel very strongly about. Most current generation DC motors, including this one, seem to be doing about 50 RPM at their lowest setting. I find this speed to be overall acceptable in most scenarios, and the function usually matches pretty well, but my top favorite DC systems are doing more like 30 to 40 RPM at their lowest setting. With DC's typical wider selection of speeds, I'd love for these slower low-speed RPMs to become standard with all systems. It sounds silly to even allude to the idea that a fan moves too much air, but Alessandra is a performer at all settings. I think a slower low speed would not only increase the aesthetic interest to my preferences, but also cut the airflow just a bit more for an even better comfort range. The higher speeds on this particular fan are very similar, so a wider spread on the low end could also make room for a better selection on the high end. DC systems don't allow for the addition of accessory controls to create a different speed range, so I think it's important to consistently be asking for the most out of the systems we're being provided with. Alessandra is already one of the very best products ever launched under the Atlas brand, and could only be improved by this level of nitpicky detail. These comments are simply my typical notes regarding speed selection and are just that, nitpicky. Speed selection alone is not really a reason to avoid any fan in particular, but the right speed selection will always be a feature that I take note of and will move a specific product or product line up in my rankings. Moving up to high speed, I'll be experiencing very strong airflow directly underneath the fan. Despite a slight stylistic upsweep in the blades, the airflow is very concentrated. I find this type of airflow characteristic most beneficial for higher ceiling installations, especially getting up to 12 feet or greater, as it really helps to force the air from one vertical extreme to the other. You can certainly use such a fan on a lower ceiling, but depending on the scenario, you may not feel the airflow as much around the perimeter of the space, especially on lower speeds. This can be a benefit or a pitfall depending on the function you're wanting to achieve. If you just want general circulation or are normally centrally located within the space to feel the airflow, Alessandra would be a fine choice with its great performance specs. If you want to feel the breeze while sitting on a couch that's situated near a perimeter wall, the airflow might not be as apparent without an increase in speed, compared to a model like the Mollywood, which uses a blade shape that throws air much more out to the side, even on the lowest settings. I've started mentioning these characteristics when most notable to help people make a more informed product selection and avoid disappointment in the function of a final purchase. I always recommend shopping your local lighting showroom to get the best expert product advice, but even there you can't always experience the product's full function. There is no one-size-fits-all, and these details don't make one product superior to another for this reason alone, but it can be the make or break difference for the function of your specific space. Moving to a lower speed, there are a bunch of random details to love about this fan that I want to feature. First and foremost, its very slim appearance works with just about any design style and allows the finished selections to be the defining focal points. When taking the time to choose tailored, customized selections, you want them to stand out. This level of customization is not the standard when it comes to a mid-price product like Alessandra, which is what makes it stand out even further. There are products in a similar vein out there, many with great standard options, but few where the customer is able to mix and match any combination desired. In an age where assembling custom components into your ideal fan is a dying art form, Matthews and Atlas pride themselves on offering as many combinations as they feasibly can. This is where you get even more of the value you're paying for, with options simply not found at any other manufacturer. Matthews has been playing with simulated wood tones for a number of product elements from housings to blades, and they've absolutely nailed matching them with the corresponding natural wood finishes in the product line. The detail is immaculate, and it means that you can select from multiple models and materials for a single installation, but still have everything precisely coordinated. When exact finish matters, this aspect is a lifesaver. To that end, they've even included different blade screw finishes directly in the box, so you can make the best selection to coordinate with your chosen blade finish. This is something I wouldn't have thought of, but it's a fantastic consideration to really pull the look together. They've paid attention to ensuring the LED lighting is replaceable despite being integrated, and I like that the lens extends just low enough to provide a bit of outward spread. That little bit of extra coverage makes all the difference compared to a more enclosed downlight style. I was also beyond thrilled with how easy they've made installation. Alessandra uses the next generation motor style with a canopy mount control system, which also includes the quick connect wiring that many manufacturers are rapidly adopting for their similar DC fans. Have an extension rod? Just connect another wire extension on. Short sealing? No need to cut any wiring, just plug directly into the control receiver. I will acknowledge that connectors like these can be failure points and culprits of other troubleshooting issues, but as someone who has installed a lot of DC fans now, I can't deny they made this install an absolute breeze. In total, it's a really impressive product that offers strong bang for the buck and unmatched versatility. Once again, the Atlas line has introduced a hit design that I think will be immensely successful for years to come. Accessible price points in combination with a wide range of custom options set Alessandra apart from anything else even remotely in the same category. This fan is a trailblazer and will set a new course for the Matthews and Atlas brands. A huge thank you to Atlas Fan Company and the Matthews Group for making this video possible. It's products like this that get me really excited about what I do and the future of the industry as a whole. Be sure to follow the Matthews accounts across social media. They're always posting up really fun moments of design and inspiration, along with featuring their own products. Follow me on Instagram to see my product feature stories, or on TikTok for abbreviated highlights. Subscribe and ring the notification bell before you leave to get updates for all of my new videos. I've got more new products coming up throughout this year. Thank you all for watching today, and I will see you next time. Click left to watch another Atlas product, or click right for my entire Matthews Atlas playlist.